Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to FrauGruber over in Germany, and we're having a look at the FrauGruberlicious, which is a fruit sour clocking in at 4.5% ABV, and this is brewed with raspberry, cherries and cranberries. Sounds wonderful. Picked this up from BMoff. I've already done like a trio of reviews, and I went back because I went back the following weekend because I still need to get Christmas presents. So I picked this up and another can of the can't remember what it's called, one of the 80s. I've got the can here actually because I need to get the labels all sorted and stuff. Yeah, the Dimension Shifter, which was actually up there as one of my beers of the year, and the Golden Pikes, and I'll stick with that. So I got another can of that. Fucking phenomenal beer. So yeah, went back and picked this one up because it was this and a couple of their sort of like 330ml core range beers, which I've already had before. So had to pick this up. Don't know why I didn't pick it up initially, but oh well. So I'll give this a pour. Oh yes, we'll give it a pour and see what we get. Well, that's a absolutely terrible pour. So I'll just go get another glass. Yeah, we'll use this one so it shouldn't erupt as much. We'll let that settle. Anyway, here we go. Oh, well, it's actually really quite active, it would seem. So we'll pour that slowly. Beautiful colour though. There we go. Now I think that's the best I'm going to get. Oh, by the way, to waste more time and before we get into it, I got a film recommendation. I just finished watching this and it fucking messed me up. Probably one of his finest pieces of work, it has to be said, and that's Gaspar Noé's Climax. About a dance troupe who are celebrating, I think they're going on like tour around Europe and America, and when they're celebrating, it turns out that the drink that they're having, which I can't remember what type of drink it's called, the sangria, has been spiked, and then it all descends into Gaspar Noé visual ecstasy goodness. Just, that's what I love about Gaspar Noé. With his sort of like shocking films. They are very bleak. It's a very nihilistic, you know, and very anti-human look at life, in the same vein of like Lars von Trier and Pier Paolo Pasolini. You get loads of Dario Argento's Suspiria in there as well, but just listing off films because I'm a fucking pretentious twat. But no, seriously, that's what I've loved about a lot of his films, with like Irreversible. Doesn't just purely depend on childish, over the top, let's make the most obscene thing ever, like a lot of filmmakers do. Although you could argue that the sort of like underground hallway scene from Irreversible was very brutal to say the least. But yeah, he doesn't to depend on that. There's a lot of shocking things that happen, but it's just so beautifully done. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful film. Great soundtrack. Frustrating, and yeah, wonderful stuff. And one that I'll be watching again. Anyway, so I think the head has subsided. So beer in the glass then, and it looks like pink lemonade, like that sort of pop you'd get when the man in the van would drive round. And he'd ask if your mum and dad were in, and then you'd say no, and he'd say, do you want to come in my van? They'd be like, yeah, all right then. And then next thing you know, you've got a penis in your mouth. But we won't go there. I've been told to move on from that part of my life. Anyway, that's a terrible, terrible joke. But totally unnecessary as well. I do apologise. But yeah, it's like Cherryade. You're getting all those raspberries, all those fruits. Do I dare even carry on now? Fuck it, I will. If you get offended, you get offended. There's much worse things happening in the world that I have no responsibility over, even though I do look like Boris Johnson. But yeah, it's like Cherryade with a lovely soft pink head. Bakewell tart, Miss Kipling's Bakewell tart on the nose. Oh, get a bit of Battenberg as well. Yeah, it's very sweet, very pastry-like. Get a little bit of ice and sugar. Maraschino cherry. Very subtle funkiness there. I got a big whiff on my first sniff, but then the sweetness just came through. Definitely get the raspberries. Oh, that smells like a Victoria sponge. It smells beautiful. It's amazing how like cakey and pastry like it is, as well as being very fruity. Anyway, shall we get on with the review? Oh, matching sweatshirt, or jumper I should say. Been to my Christmas works do today. God, I can't stop smiling. You get like Cherryade as well. Let's give it a taste, shall we? Prost. And it is like pop or fizzy drinks. Although I know some parts of Canada and America call fizzy drinks pop as well, although it's a very regional thing here in the UK. There's a little bit of a tingle there, a little bit of funkiness coming through. You don't really have to pucker, although it's making me salivate slightly. I have to stop smoking. And yeah, it's not as in your face with those fruits, I will say that. But what is there is very nice. It's balanced. It's a balanced fruity sour beer. So it's just a satisfying beer to drink, really. It's not the most exciting fruit sour that I've had. Not by a long shot, but still beautifully brewed. And I'm getting that pastry Bakewell tart. Maybe even a bit of Manchester tart there as well for you. And that's sort of like a play on words. Look up Manchester tart. Look up on Google though. Don't use any other sort of websites that have a search function. It's basically pastry, jam, then like it's either pastry, lay of banana, jam, then custard, or pastry, jam, lay of banana, custard on top, or you can mix the custard with the banana if you wanted to. It's reminded me of that, although minus the banana, so why did I even bring that up? Yeah, I like that. I am slightly disappointed that those fruits aren't really singing in the beer, but you do get them. And you actually get a lot more cranberry than the nose would suggest. It's really an understated flavour, I'd say. It's cranberry. I do like dried cranberries. Another factoid there for you. I've destroyed this review by that inappropriate comment I made about we won't revisit it. Anyway, so in terms of a rating then, I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. I'd like for it to be a bit more in your face. Then it would be definitely up there. I mean, after drinking so many of the sort of like Mikkeller Spontan beers and stuff like that, and fruited sours, where you do get a really dominating flavour. But I'm not going to grumble too much. And at the height of summer, you'd happily devour this with its ABV. So yeah, just happy that I got to try quite a few FrauGruber beers, thanks to Beer Muff in Manchester. If you've not seen my previous reviews, there is a playlist down below. And yeah, go check out FrauGruber. Go check out Beer Muff. And please don't cancel me. Thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you all later. Cheers!